guys, so today's video is this flawless airbrush foundation contour highlight face routine. I still don't know exactly what I'm going to call this, but obviously you'll have already seen. It's just kind of everything on my face bar my eyes and my lips. So I hope that I have covered everything for you guys and it was easy for you to follow. I have told you some tips and tricks as well as actually showing you. So if you would like to know how I do get this flawless airbrush foundation face routine, then please just keep on watching. I feel like I'm looking very pale on camera and I'm not entirely sure why, but we're just going to have to go with it. I don't want to fiddle with any settings and kind of screw up my camera, so we're just going to have to deal with my paleness right now. The first thing that you want to do when creating this flawless face is use a primer. This is really important. I'm going to be using the Benefit Stay Flawless 15-hour primer, and I'm just going to put this on all the areas of my face that the foundation and concealer usually wears off quickest. So that's focusing on mainly the T-zone area. So priming in general basically just helps your foundation stay on, and anything that you put on top of the primer helps it stay on for a lot longer, and it really sets it and locks it in place. So then you want to cover up any bags that you have under your eyes and any blemishes and redness and spots and that kind of thing. So you just want to go ahead and use any concealer. I use the Maybelline Anti-Aging Instant Age Rewind concealer. It's like this. I guess you guys will have probably seen it a few times. So I just put this around my nose because most women and girls get redness around the nose. It's just hormones and that kind of thing. And then I'm just putting it under my eyes. We will be using an under eye highlighter as well, but this is just to kind of hide the bags that I have under my eyes. And then I'm just taking it on a Real Techniques. This is a contour brush. I'm just going to blend all of this in. So once we have blended that in, the next thing that we're going to move on to is our foundation. So there are two items that I use to create my flawless foundation base. First is the Beauty Blender, and if I don't use that, I'll use my Sigma F80 Flat Top Kabuki brush. These both give a really flawless face. The Beauty Blender I find gives you that airbrush look, so I'm going to use that today because we're going for the full airbrush flawless face. So what I do with that is you use it damp. This is bigger than it looks when you get it first in the packaging because this has got some water in it, which is what you need. You just need to squeeze it a few times under the tap and then it'll get a bit damp, and that's how you want to use it. My favourite foundation for the flawless foundation is my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. This gives me such a flawless airbrush finish. I've had nothing like it ever before, so I absolutely use this whenever I need that flawless face. But unfortunately this isn't quite the right shade for me, so I'm mixing it with my Calvin Klein 1. This is in the colour 300 Sand, and this is in the colour 2C3 Fresco. So then what I do is I put a pump of the Calvin Klein on the back of my hand, and then I will put on some of my Estee Lauder as well. The other thing is the Beauty Blender does soak up some of your product, so you will need to use a little bit more. So just be wary of that. So then I just mix this around on the back of my hand like this, and then I will just dot this around my face. And then once I have got enough on my face to go on with, I will take my Beauty Blender, and the way that you use this, the best way, is by literally bouncing it on your skin. Not swiping, you're going to bounce it. So you're literally pressing it into the skin. That way it's going to give you more coverage, and it's also going to give you that really flawless look. Then once all of that is pressed in, I will go ahead and put on a bit more. I like to have quite a full coverage foundation because I do have some redness on my skin, which does make me a little bit self-conscious. I have this thing called Keratosis pilaris rubra. It's not rosacea. I thought that I did have rosacea, but I don't have rosacea, and it's basically just an inflammation of the blood vessels. I have it on the top of my arms as well, so that's just something that I am a little bit self-conscious of, so I like to use a bit more product on my lower cheek area. And then I'll take it down my neck a little bit because no one likes a foundation mask. Oh, I'd forgotten how good this makes your skin look. So once we have done the foundation and we've got the foundation on, the next I move on to is my under eye highlighting, and for that I use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. You'll have seen a lot of people using this, so I take a pump of this and I just put this in between my fingers and I go in the triangle under my eyes. And I'll also go a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose, between my forehead here, and then I'll also go on my chin, and I'll also go on my cheek area where I've got a bit of the redness. And this just helps give it a little bit more coverage as well. So this is kind of what it looks like straight out. You look a little bit crazy, but I'm sure you're all kind of aware of this kind of look with the contouring. I have got a contouring routine. So then I will take the kind of smaller end of the Beauty Blender and just tap this in the same way that we go with the foundation. And then once that is all blended in, I will go in with my kabuki brush that has no product on it, and I will just kind of blend those lines together so that nothing is too harsh. Then that leaves you with that. And we want to balance out the highlighting, so that's when we contour. And the way that I get my super flawless face is by starting off with a cream bronzer. So I'm taking that on a Real Techniques Expert face brush. This is the Healthy Sun BB Bronzer by Oon, and I will coat my brush with that. And then I will just go in all the areas that I want to contour. So I will do this below my cheekbones and my temple and hairline. So again, I'm not swiping this brush, I'm tapping this and really pressing it into the skin. And using a cream base before powders is really going to help make it blend a lot more and make it look very smooth and flawless. And then I will go in and set that in place with my NARS Laguna bronzer. And I'll take this on an angled brush from Morphe, and I will just literally go over and set it in place. And then to kind of intensify the contour, I'll take the e.l.f. small stipple brush and go in the hollow of my cheeks, and I'll also go on the sides of my nose and my jawline. And that's just going to make your features look a lot more prominent and also a lot more sculpted. And then once we are done with that, we can go in with blush, and I'm taking MAC Pinch Me blush, and I'm going to take this on an e.l.f. blush brush and just apply this to the apples of my cheeks, but also drag it up to the hairline. Dragging the blush up to the hairline is just going to make the look a lot more blended and a lot more natural, because you don't blush just here, you blush kind of all the way back here, so that makes it look a lot more natural. I know it looks super crazy right now, but we are going to blend, so don't worry about that. Then I set it all in place with my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but I take this firstly on a Real Techniques little setting brush, I think this is. I'm going to pat this under my eyes first to set that concealer, and then I will also take it on the T-zone and any other areas that haven't had any bronzer or blush on. Then I'll just take this on a big Real Techniques brush. Then we are going to take a clean stippling brush and blend all of this together. This is again going to help add to the flawlessness of this, because there's not going to be any harsh lines, it's just going to all blend together really well. So after that is all blended, then you can go in with your highlight. I'm using Becca's Opal, which is stunning. It looks like this. And then I'm taking this duo fibre brush from Morphe, and I'm just going to put this on the top of my cheekbones and anywhere that I want to highlight. So I'm just going to run this up and down like this. I love this highlight, it's so beautiful. It just gives you that beautiful natural glow. Run a bit down the bridge of the nose and a bit on the cupid bow. And then once you are done with that, you can go ahead and use a setting spray and set your foundation and everything in place. I have actually just run out of my Urban Decay setting spray yesterday, so I don't have any left. But then that would be the end of the finished look, and then you should have something that looks like this. I'm just going to go and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back in a tick. So I have finished the rest of my makeup, and this is what my face looks like after I have finished my makeup. I love doing this look. It just gives me so much confidence, and I think that's part of what makeup is all about, is just giving you the confidence to feel good about yourself. And I do feel really good about myself when I wear this look, and I hope that you guys will feel good about yourselves too. Please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are just down there in the description. I don't think there's anything else I want to say other than I really hope that you guys did enjoy this tutorial and it did help you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!